constructive rest, lying on the back, feet wide, knees together. And then constructive rest also for your arms. So right arm on top of left arm, crossing your chest with your palms turned out so that you're not holding your shoulders, but you're just letting your wrists and your hands relax. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. At the bottom of your exhale, pause and say the word Om to yourself silently. Inhale through your nose. Long exhale out of your mouth. At the end of the exhale on no breath, silently say the word Om to yourself. 2 more times. All right. Either hold this cross of your elbows or convert to Garudasana arms by bringing your palms together. So either position works. Either position works. And then we'll exhale, roll your chest and your head and your neck up off. You might kind of rock side to side to get past your shoulder blades. You want to come right up to the middle of your back so your head isn't pulling you backwards. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, chin to chest, rolling up, curving the spine, toning the low belly, and there's a pause. Inhale, back down. Exhale, tucking chin to chest, rolling up with a pause. Inhale, back down. Exhale, chin to chest, rolling up with a pause. Inhale, back down. Exhale, rolling up with a pause. Inhale, back down. Again. Two more times. Full range of motion here. And then you're going to hold yourself up and take some pulses as high as you can. Stay really curled in as though your elbows could reach your knees. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Relax your arms out into a soft cactus. Roll your head from side to side a few times. Just make sure that your neck isn't doing too much of this. Then you'll exhale, left elbow on top of right, palms out, settling into this easy version, good Lori, of constructive rest for the shoulders. Inhale through your nose. On this side, exhale through your nose completely. At the bottom of the exhale, chant that silent Om to yourself. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling through your nose. Silent Om. 2 more times. Great. Keep your arms like this or convert to Garudasana arms by bringing your palms to touch. Exhale, chin to chest, rolling up. Inhale. Now start to notice on these if you're kind of hiking your shoulders up. I'm not asking you to pull your shoulders down, good Paula, but you want to keep the neck and the shoulders soft. Try to come up past your shoulder blades. That's at Penny P, so that you're not feeling like your head is pulling you backwards. Good, Noreen. And then this next one, we hold up, try to really, you might even come up a little bit side to side to get clear, and then pulse, 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 pulse. That's it. 8, 7. Good, Sandy. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Release. Now bring your right knee into your chest. You might angle your left knee to the sky. Point your toes and turn your right thigh in. Turn out, turn in. Turn out, turn in. Turn out. So I'm not moving the leg side to side. It's right over the center. I'm just turning the leg in and turning the leg out. So it's right up. That's better, Max. Point the toes. 2 and 1. Now I'm going to cross my right leg over, not very much, just slightly to the left. And then bring it almost so that it's touching your knee. So move your leg forward with a turn in. Inhale, arms reach back behind you. Exhale, cactus your arms and draw your right knee towards your right armpit. Lift up. Inhale, reach the leg across, lie down with your arms long. Exhale, cactus your arms, draw your right knee towards your right armpit. It's not going to probably connect. Inhale, long. Exhale, reach. Inhale, long. Bend the knee towards the armpit as you lift. Inhale, long. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back down, cross your right knee over your left knee, and then move your left foot in a little closer so it feels like it's stable. So it's all the way knee on knee, Sid. It's knee on knee, not ankle on knee. That's it. Now let your right foot point downwards, and then turn your right shin and ankle in a little bit so that you're starting the wrap of your shin bone here. Bring your hands down by your hips. Walk your shoulder blades slightly underneath you so that you feel like your back is coming away from the earth. That's it, Dale. Roll the front of your shoulders back. Really broaden the chest. So softer practice. You can stay here with the breath and maybe continue your silent oming to keep the breath long and centered, or you start to add a little more work by lifting your hips up and lowering your hips down. As you lift your hips up, that's on an inhale, reach towards the front of your foot. So you want to reach your legs in the direction of your left foot away from your face. And lift and lower. The knee is all the way across the knee, so it's more internal rotation. Point your right foot down towards the earth. That's it. And you want to turn your thigh and your shin inward. It's not going to move very much because of the position, but you want to feel that in your body. Great. Now, if you're working with the hips lifting, hold the hips up. Otherwise, keep the butt down. Keep rolling the shoulders back so you get that nice feeling of a cobra almost. And then a little deeper work, lift and lower slowly your left heel. Slowly lift your left heel. You want to avoid popping up on the foot. So you want to feel that your big toe and your pinky toe, that's it, Barbette, are kind of lifting at the same rate of speed. So you're not rolling the ankle in or out. Important if you've got any kind of concerns about your ankle. 2 and 1. Good. Go ahead. Lower everything down. Keep the cross of your legs. Hug your knees to your chest. Hold your leg that's further away from you. Hold the knees. Otherwise, start to work your feet in 2 opposite directions and hold your ankles or your feet. So you can start to deepen this variation of cow pose here. Point your toes. Point your toes. Point your toes. Rock a little side to side. And then go ahead and turn this into a twist to your left. If it's too deep on your hip, your knee, your back, uncross your legs, but keep the twist. Turn your head or roll your head gently side to side. And notice if there's a particularly nice spot for you to land. So maybe your head wants to turn more to the left. Maybe you like a neutral. Maybe you want to turn it to the right. Just find where it works. And then take 2 more cycles of breath. Long exhale, silent Om. Come back through center. Lift your left leg to the sky. So I'm pointing the toes, lengthening through the shin, and then I'm not moving my leg out and in at all. I'm just turning the thigh in so that it's all rotation right at the hip socket and turning the thigh out. Turning the thigh in and out. And you're just allowing your body to turn in and turn out to the level that it needs to. So watch Barbette waving your leg side to side. The leg is totally still. I'm just turning it in. So if you're confused, look, guys, it's not this, it's not this, it's not a figure 8, which we do sometimes. It's turn out, turn in, right in stillness. I'm focusing on the joint itself. All right, hold the leg on the in rotation. The shin is turning in. You won't feel that. It's not a very big thing. And then reach your leg a little to the right and slightly forward. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms, draw your left knee towards your left armpit. Inhale, cross your body. Exhale, up. Inhale, cross the body. Exhale, knee towards armpit. Inhale, cross the body. In, cross. Two more. And then totally cross. Bring your left knee on top of your right knee, point your toes. You're turning everything inwards. Walk your right foot in so it feels more stable, hands by your hips. Roll your shoulders underneath you, or your shoulder blades, I should say, collarbones broad. You want to feel that you have the ability to stretch the chest wide here, whether you're doing the hip lift or not. So this keeps us in a back bend, spinal extension. Then for more work for the legs, inhale, lift the hips if you want that extra bit, lift and lower. Reaching your legs forward towards the right foot. So not pushing up to your head, but pulling forward, making the lower body really engaged. Two. And then you can always bring the butt down. You can bring the butt down and even do the heel lifts, or keep your butt lifted and do the heel lifts. Make sure that you're not popping up on that ankle. Easier said than done. Okay, so I notice I'm popping up on my ankle on this side. I'm just not going to lift my heel as much. So don't go as high if you feel like you're popping up or rolling in or out. Better to work the calf with a little more stability to the ankle, not causing excessive out and in. All right. Bring everything back down. Exhale, draw your knees to your chest. Gomukhasana, cow face pose on the back, or start to work your legs, or your feet, I should say, further apart. You can hold your ankles or your feet. You might want to rock a little bit side to side. Even here, I can roll my shoulders back, and I'm not in a back bend, but I'm keeping that chest idea of widening. Go ahead and shimmy slightly over to the left and then drop your knees to the right. If it's too deep, of course, unhook your legs. And then softly rolling your head side to side, exploring and noticing if there's one particular direction for your head and your neck that feels deeper. And then you'll pause, take 2 more breaths, perhaps adding in the silent Om. We'll turn to the right. come up. Then reach your legs, not the widest of your life. Oh, back to my hips are talking back to me already. But something wide, but not, it doesn't have to be full range of motion here. Just circle your ankles. Point your toes as you circle your ankles and then go the other way. A light flex of your feet. Inhale, circle your arms up, palms join. Exhale, thumb to third eye, and then to the heart, a soft bow in. Inhale, arms to the sky, lift your heart. Exhale, third eye, soft bow in, heart. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Point your toes. Now begin to roll one leg in and one leg out. Just think of your whole leg, like what we did on the back, turning in and turning out. But I want you to feel this from your hip socket. So I'm turning my hip in, and then the other hip just has to turn out. And I'm turning my hip in and the other leg, and I'm pointing my toes. You can bring your hands down if you feel like you need just a little bit of extra support, or you keep your arms up. That's it. That's it. All right, let's turn to the right and hold. Bring your right hand behind you for support. Reach your left arm up for length. Pause in this position or turn even further and lift your hips up. Roll your right shoulder back. Good. Roll your chest open. Love it. Fantastic, everybody. And lower down. Turn everything the other way. Lean into your left hand, but roll your left shoulder back. Reach your right arm up, length, or lift the hips. Open the chest. I'm still looking down because it feels better on my neck. Take a nice deep breath in, perhaps your silent Om. Yes, love it, Noreen. Good. Come all the way down and then convert yourself to hands and knees. Lift your right leg up, point your right toes, turn your right thigh in and pull your knee behind your left knee. As you do this, just a little reach back of your hip. Lift. Exhale, turn the leg in, knee behind knee, just a little reach of your hip. Exhale, knee behind knee, reach. And I'm pushing my hands forward also as I do this. Knee behind knee, just a little reach. Kneeling Shiva squat. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. All right, hold the pose, knee behind knee, and allow yourself to go as far back as you can, dropping your forehead into the earth. Arms are long. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Pull yourself forward and through. Unhook your legs, tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog. Push your hands forward. Draw your hips up and back. Pause in down dog or inhale, pull yourself through to plank pose. Lift your heart, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, down dog. Pause here, full breath in, full breath out, silent Om. Or inhale, pull through to plank pose, roll the shoulders back. Excellent. Down dog. Long neck. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Silent Om. Pause in dog or shift forward plank. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lower your knees. Reach your left leg up. Turn your thigh in, tap your knee behind your knee. Lengthen back out to variation of spinal balance, knee behind knee. As you do that, just start to reach your hips back a little and up. Nothing to get right or wrong here, just moving your body in space with your breath. Lifting, kind of like a kneeling Shiva squat. Exhale, reach. Inhale. Exhale. We have 2 more, nice and slow. Full breath in. Full breath out. And then reaching your hips back, pressing your hands forward, dropping your forehead to the earth. Inhale. Exhale. And the silent Om. Coming through. So all these little movement patterns and hip joint things that we're doing are just good ways to keep ourselves oiled up for this more dry Vata-E season. Now take a block, probably on its highest setting. And you'll have to kind of figure this one out. You might have to walk your feet a little closer, walk your hands a little further, but place the third eye center, forehead, on the block. If your heels are easily rooted in down dog, then you can lift your toes up. And as you lift your toes up, I want you to explore rooting both the big toe and the pinky toe side of your foot down. Now, this is not a relaxing pose. Relax your toes though now. Just let the toes wax down. My arms are working, my legs are working. Down dog is a super strong toning inversion posture. It precedes and is a pose you work on to do a handstand. So arms and legs are going to be working here, but can you soften the forehead into the support of the block? Can you allow the neck and the upper shoulders to feel a little softer as you hold the pose? Wrap your elbows down now to lift your biceps up. Great, Dale. Spread your collarbones. Love it, Barbette. Do 2 more breaths with the silent Om. Lower to your knees and sit on your feet. Interlace your hands. Flip your palms forward and then roll up to the sky. Bend your elbows behind your head. Draw your elbows back, lift your chest, and then reach your arms up to stretch the wrists here. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And then bring your arms back through. I'm just going to roll my right palm towards me and then my left palm. So I'm kind of wringing out the fingers and the wrists here, just oiling up the wrists, the finger joints, whatever feels right. 3, 2, 1. Bring your fingers to your shoulders. Take about 4 shoulder rolls here. Just taking movement after that static long down dog. Go the other way. And then come back to downward facing dog. Maybe you're going to walk your feet a little further back on this dog so it's bigger than the first one with the block. Now remember the feeling of support at the third eye that the block gave you. Every time you come to a down dog, I mean really every time, if you find that idea of what it felt like to rest your forehead on a block, you might notice some shift in your down dog. I like to imagine that I could breathe right in and out of the forehead here. That also helps give you a sense of support and length through the crown of the head. One more breath. And then bend your knees, look forward, and walk or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold deep. Let your head hang heavy. You might even do a little bit of a figure eight at the top of your head, just to let the neck and shoulders go off duty for a moment. And then press into your feet, big toe, pinky toe, really root down, stand all the way up, rise up, inhale. Exhale, Samasthiti, nice max. In stillness, breath in. Long exhale. Silent Om. All right. Bring your big toes to touch and separate your heels slightly. Big toes to touch, separate your heels slightly. Inhale, graze your fingers towards the earth. Bend your knees. Exhale, circle your arms, stand up, palms join. Inhale, graze your fingertips towards the earth, sit deep. Exhale, don't worry about keeping your chest lifted. Just sit. We're working on the hips and the butt. I don't care if the heart is lifted in this pose just yet. Inhale, sit deep, circle up. That's it. Bend from your hips. Bend from your hips, not your back. That's it, Paula. Great. That's it, Sid. You've got it, Sandy. Good, Noreen. That's it, Dale. That's it, Penny P. All right. That's it, Barbette. Now, let's sit deep. Feel this. Your chest is towards your thighs to get this kind of depth. Now, lift your arms. Try not to come up too high with your butt, but lift your arms and then bring your hands together, thumbs to third eye. Press your thumb and your head together, lift your heart, try to stay deep, but you might come up a little bit, and then reach your arms straight out. Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Separate your feet a little bit now so they're more slightly wider than your hips. Inhale, lengthen your spine, half lift. I like to bring my hands even up past my knees, so I'm not hanging out in my low back, but I'm really rolling and lengthening the spine, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back into the right side of your mat. So you're in a pretty wide stance. Reach your arms to the sky, rise up. Warrior one. Notice if you're collapsing to your inner right foot. That's a really common thing to collapse in. Good, Lori. Press your outer right foot down, almost like you could lift the inside of your arch up. I'm talking about the back leg. All right, bring your right arm over your left arm, holding your shoulders. Keep your back leg even straighter if you can, Noreen. Front knee is bent. Now you can also convert this to eagle wrap, bringing the palms together. Simpler practice is going to be this. Inhale, straighten front leg and lift up. Exhale, bend front leg, come back. Inhale, straighten front leg and lift up. Exhale, bend front leg, come back to neutral. That's the softer flow. Stronger flow. Don't change your legs. Keep your left knee bent. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring your elbows in front of your left knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, elbows in front of knee. So you make the choice, first one or second one, 4 more. and you really want to power up your spiritual practice, inhale, long exhale, hold silent Om. Inhale, long exhale, silent Om. Good. Circle your arms to the sky on your next inhale, no rush. Exhale, hands come to the earth, downward facing dog. For a moment, revisit the idea of your head being supported by the block. You want less flow, you're going to hold down dog. If you want more flow, you're pulling yourself forward to plank pose with the knees up or down, coming through the push-up, bending your elbows, rolling your shoulders back, drawing your elbows in, and then finding cobra or an up dog. Exhale, coming back down, press into a half push-up, tuck toes, lift hips, downward facing dog. Walk your feet in just an inch here for more stability. Lift your right leg up, point your right toes. Exhale with pointed toes, cross your right knee to your left armpit, shift forward towards a plank pose, hold. Inhale back through center. Exhale, now flex your foot, heel steps forward, rise up, crescent pose. Easier practice, softer practice. I'm just going to really press the left big toe down, the ball of my left foot. I'm going to hold crescent. More work. Exhale, circle arms, dip knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dip down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, good, Max. That's it, Paula. That's it, Penny. Now you're going to go straight down if you're dipping down. That's it, Noreen. Up. Straight down, dip down. Rise up. These are awesome. Dip down. Rise up. You want a little bit more work? Exhale, dip down, silent Om. Rise up. Last one. Dip down. Silent Om. Lift up. Hands to the earth. Step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold deep. Bend knees, Utkatasana, reach arms. Stand up, Samastitihi, hands to heart. Walk your big toes together, heels slightly apart. Inhale, fingertips graze. Exhale, circle. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your feet slightly apart. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold deep. Big step back with your left foot. Right knee is bent. Press to the outer edge of your strong left leg. Rise up, warrior one. Left elbow on top. Hold shoulders or convert to eagle. Root your outer left foot down. Softer flow. Inhale, straighten front leg, lift heart. Exhale, bend front knee. Inhale, straighten front leg, lift heart. Exhale, bend knee. Stronger flow. Keep the front knee bent. Inhale. Exhale, hook elbows outside of knee. Inhale, rise up. So now you've got a choice, A or B. Third choice, add the Om. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Om. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Om. Love it. Two more. Rise up. Hands to the earth. Downward facing dog. Give yourself that moment to place the imaginary block underneath your forehead. Hold. Or shift. Inhale. Plank pose. Love it, Dale. Exhale through chaturanga, knees down or up. Inhale, lifting the heart, cobra, up dog. That's it, Sid. Love it, Lori. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Great, Sandy. Left leg lifts. Point your toes. Bring your left knee towards your right armpit. Twist. Make sure you're not rolling out through your right ankle. Squeeze your right ankle to the midline. Lift up. Good, Paula. Flex your foot, step through. Look back at your right foot. Do you have a tendency to collapse out or in here? Really press the ball of your foot down. Rise up. Crescent. Holding the pose in stillness. A lot of strength building. Little more cardiovascular work if you like to dip down. Exhale. Circle the arms. Inhale, rise up. Big circle, opening the shoulders as you dip. Rise up. A little deeper work if you add the exhale and the Om. Good, Max. Straight down to the earth. 2 more times. That's it, Penny. That's it, Noreen. Lift everything up to the sky. Strong press to the ball of your back foot. Exhale. Step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold deep. Bend your knees, sweep your arms. Stand all the way up. Samastitihi. Breath in. Breath out. Silent Om. Okay, I'm turning so you can see, so it's clear. I don't know if I've ever really done this one with you yet. It's not quite like this. Okay, my right knee's going to stay a little bent. I'm going to take my left foot across. So just a little kickstand. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, cross. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, cross. Knee to elbow. Cross. Knee to elbow. Cross. Lift. Yep. 2. 1. Cross, kickstand. Or bend your knee, take the other knee on top. Or, and this is the hard one to see, I'm going to turn my lower leg bone in so much that I can wrap my foot. Now, allow your hips to go in the direction of your leg. Don't resist that. The twist happens at the ribs. Open your chest out. Hold. Or whatever leg is on top, opposite arm. Eagle. All right. Now, hold your eagle. If you can't do eagle, bring your hands to third eye. So that would make it a little easier, right? Hold whichever variation you've got. Thumbs to third eye. Lift your right leg up. Kick it back through warrior 3. Bend your left knee. Easier said than done. Good thing I have a piece of furniture here. Draw your right knee behind your left knee. Shiva. Lift your right heel high to your butt. And hold. 4, 3, 2. Stand all the way up. Arms reach to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Samastitihi. Cross your foot over your ankle. Reach your arms up. Pull elbows in. Exhale. Knee up. Inhale. Cross. Knee up. So for balance in the world, we need balance with movement. You're going to catch yourself from falling It's going to be coming from movement to another transition. It's not, I got to know how to stay in a pose and not fall. It's movement with balance that is more functional. 2, 1, hold the cross. Whatever leg is on top, other arm. You can key your arms while we're getting into it. If you're going to stay here, then you go right into variations of eagle or simply third eye. If you're evolving, bend the bottom knee. I'm not just turning the top leg in, I'm turning the bottom leg in as well. That way I can hook the foot without torquing the knee. It turns me in the direction of the legs, and then I open my chest back out. You can sit back into chair pose, right? You can move what we did already, but you've already done a whole bunch of chair. So you don't necessarily need to get that here, although you could to make the pose more intense. But we've done all of these patterns already, so you don't have to get them here. Come all the way up, right? Transition through a warrior 3, and then tuck the top leg behind the standing leg. Lift your heel to your butt. Shiva squat pose. You got it. You got it. Bye. And then come all the way up. Stand up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, right foot, left foot, down dog. Place your imaginary block underneath your forehead and hold. Or flow, plank, half plank, chaturanga, cobra, into up dog. Pull your chest forward, roll your shoulders back. We meet in down dog. Inhale in down dog, right leg lifts. Point your toe, draw your knee to your left armpit, hold, or turn your left foot down, extend your right leg to the left, reach your left arm up, triangle, roll your right shoulder back, open your chest. If you want more work in triangle, lift your right leg up and down. That's it, sit up and down, up and down, up and down. Roll the right shoulder back, 4, 3, inner thigh, good, Sandy. And 1, downward facing dog. Or pull through, plank, half plank. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Down dog. Left leg lifts, point your toes, cross to your right armpit, hold. Or root your right foot flat, extend your left leg to the left, hold, or reach your right arm up. Pull your left shoulder back, hold the pose, or lift and lower your left leg. Up and down, a little more core, a little more inner thigh. Dale, lift your left ear up slightly. Lift your left, yes! Include the neck, head back, Sandy. You got it. That's it, Lori. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Flow, cobra, all of that upper body vinyasa. And then grab your block again. Come to downward facing dog with your forehead on the block. If you prefer to take an actual headstand or a handstand, that would be an option here in lieu of this. Otherwise, Adho Mukha Svanasana supported with the block. 6 breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Silent Om. Good. Nice choice, Noreen. All right, my friends. Remove the block. Come back to hands and knees. Keep the block handy. You might want it. Bring your right leg straight back behind you. Move your left foot over to the right so it's out of your way. Step your right knee behind your left knee. Think back towards child's pose, which could be where you're going to stay. If you can easily sit between your feet, you can. You could also put a block underneath your butt so you're more upright. Now you might walk both of your feet more forward and more out to intensify the stretch. You also might shimmy your butt over to the right slightly so that you'll still probably be heavy on your right hip, but now you might be able to feel some ability to drop the left hip down. Reach your arms out. Right arm over left. Eagle. This is an easier bind, and we've done it a lot today, to fold forward in. If you want the traditional, right arm up, lengthen right side body, then bend elbow. Use that to bring the arm behind the head. Tricep stretch, or, and I want to make sure that you see this, if you just bend here like this, you won't get as much clearance. If you pick your left shoulder up, go backwards like cobra pose, you'll probably get your hand higher up with more ease, and then you can take the whole bind. It might feel nice to do this, if you're doing this bind, to just stay upright for 6 or 7 or 8 breaths, and then without binding, release to the fold. Cow face pose. All variations on the table, as they say. Come back to the silent ohms if that's been helpful for focusing you in the practice. If you still got the bind, release it now. A few more breaths. Unwind your legs. Reach your legs long, flex your feet, bring your hands back. Roll your shoulders back and push your heart up. Point one foot and flex one foot, kind of just rock through your feet a little bit side to side. And absolutely stay with this, just releasing that pose. It's a long time to be in cow face. Gomukhasana, or point both toes and lift your hips up for reverse tabletop. Okay, great. Come back, hands and knees. Bring your left knee behind your right. Reach your toes in 2 opposite directions. Begin to sink back. Holding this variation with the butt down in child's pose, or practicing sitting up with or without a block. You can walk your feet more out wide and forward to intensify, and you can shimmy over to the left. Little easier bind here is eagle. It just helps facilitate if you want to do the fold forward into the hips, just a little easier. More traditional, lengthen the left arm up, lengthen out of your left hip, holding your left elbow behind your head for a tricep and shoulder opener, or the full bind, internally rotating your right shoulder. upright or folded. I like to stay upright with this particular bind for about 6 to 8 breaths. And then when I fold, I like to not do it with any particular bind so that I'm just really focusing on the hips. Invite gravity into the right hip. You're not forcing anything to go anywhere. Remember, we've already worked these rotations in lots of different planes. We've done them on the back, we've done them standing. So it's not so much that your body needs to do it again, but you might notice that your body's able to do it more easily. Use the silent Om if it helps keep you present in the practice in this moment. Good. Unwind your body. Nice and tall, just easy cross-legged seat, or let your legs come out wide if that feels better. We're not going to go anywhere with this, just unwinding. Reach your left arm up, turn your palm in, place your left forearm on your head, and then let your left wrist dangle. Exhale, softly fold just your left ear towards your left shoulder. Think about this arm feeling heavy rather than feeling like you're pulling your neck somewhere. Silently oming for your next few breaths as you exhale deeply. Now keep the head as it is. Release your left arm down. Then roll your chin towards your chest. Rise up. If your legs are crossed, go ahead and cross to the other side. Good, Max. Right arm lifts. I'm turning my palm in. So that's rotating at the shoulder. Bring your forearm and then let this all be floppy and loose. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. As you settle into the pose, start to lengthen your exhale, really passively allowing the neck to release. Keep your head as it is, release, roll your chin towards your chest, and then up. So if you've been holding this wide-legged fold, which is, I mean, this wide stance, this is the opposite of what we've been doing more of, which is internal rotation. And you want to fold forward and just do a nice long Upavista Konasana. You might even find that if you point your toes and let your legs roll in, which is more of what we've been doing, that you get a different, interesting expression of the posture. If you would prefer to do something like that on your back or a happy baby with the knees bent, sometimes happy baby is a little easier because we're not asking so much of the hamstrings and the inner thighs. If you would like a shoulder stand, plow. I love to do supported shoulder stand with the blocks on high. So I'm really getting a pretty good inversion here, but my neck is not bearing the brunt of all my body weight as it does in Salamba Sarvangasana. So it's just safer for the neck and the shoulders. I can still exaggerate almost a back bend here in this pose, which it is, and the feet can stay down. I'm still getting the inversion, or legs can lift up. So make the choices that help you set yourself up for feeling like you've done the work that you need to do. It's going to feel the best for your body and really the most centering for your mind and your emotional body. So any of these poses can be finishing up poses. But sometimes it feels like you want to close with another happy baby. Some of you already done that, or a twist. Might be nice to revisit opening twist, right knee over left knee, twisted root, which is a pretty deep twist. And if you are twisting, then consider taking the second side. Coming back through center, setting yourself up for Shavasana. So a lot of times in yoga, we talk about being supported from the earth perspective. But in the Yoga Sutras, one of the ways to be supported spiritually, one of the easiest, simplest ways to be supported spiritually is through the silent Om. Through the silent Om. So centering your internal focus on the sound of the universe, your highest potential, love, bliss, joy, as you go about living your life. So you're having a conversation and you're oming. You're driving your car and you're oming. You're worrying about somebody and you immediately go back to oming. You're worrying about yourself or you're saying negative things to yourself and you're oming. Internal focus on the highest good. Continue to rest if you like, or if you need to close your practice sooner rather than later. Deepen your breath and come to a seat. Once you're seated, inhale, circle your arms, lift your heart. Palms join, exhale, thumbs touch the third eye, and then a slight bow in at the heart. Inhale, circle and open. Exhale, touch the third eye slightly, then the heart. One more time. Maybe you're chanting the sound of Om on this final closing gesture to yourself. Namaste.